My professional MMA record is 12-0 and all finishes. I think it's a habit. Like, it's not, I don't know if I expect it. I just know I'm gonna get the finish. He brags that he wants to test to stand up against me. Bad idea. He's gonna mentally break. Finishing him, as always, I just know he reckons he's gonna break me, but you'll see.
Trying to take Wilkinson apart with the strikes. That hurt him.
The American Southwest is heating up as winter turns to spring, just like the action in store for Fox UFC Fight Night.
What's going on, Glendale, Arizona? All right, next up in the middleweight division, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya, versus Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori.
He has 10 first-round finishes.
186, the official weight for Marvin Vettori.
He gets so horny you can feel it in your teeth. I don't know what he means by that, but yeah, he gets so horny you can feel it in your teeth. Now you're permanently going to be stamped with that. It's almost like you said it.
Fresh off his show-stopping UFC debut, the last style bender looks to make another emphatic statement at middleweight.
It's all over! Well, for decades, snowbirds have flocked to the Arizona desert for its sunshine and warmth. But this evening, it should be downright hot inside this arena.
A couple of UFC staples now. Mackenzie Dern set to return in Rio, and the Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley on the mend, enjoying the festivities tonight. Israel Adesanya, all the rage right now after a dominant UFC debut earlier this year. Tonight, though, here in Glendale, Arizona, the challenges get tougher as he faces Italian Marvin Vettori.
I was 11 when I moved to New Zealand. I feel like I've definitely been part of the culture for a long time. I'm like, look, I could give you the spill and be who you want me to be, but you need people like me. After my first fight, people, they didn't really care. They loved the way I presented myself. And I'm like, well, that's just me.
Israel Adesanya. He went into his UFC debut with a lot of hype, and he actually lived up to it.
Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, does it 12-0. He makes good on the UFC debut tonight.
I'm proud that I made it to the UFC. The youngest Italian MMA fighter that I've done it.
Marvin Vettori is one of the toughest guys in the UFC's middleweight division.
Oh! Marvin Vettori, a man on a mission tonight.
Israel, you know it's going to be a free 5 minutes war. I'll beat you standing, I'll take you down, I'll beat you everywhere.
I just know he's getting stopped. I'll find the shot and I'll put him away.
I'm the new dog in the yard, and I just all over this cage.
The Italian Vettori now calls Southern California home. Vettori 24, Adesanya 28. He is 4 inches taller. The last style bender will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Fighting out of Mezzocorona, Italy, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Right now, Adesanya's making reads. He's getting the speed. He's getting the timing of Vettori. He's taking his time. He's letting Vettori miss so he can feel what he's using, feel his offense.
Said he doesn't mind standing with him. He'll take his time, and when the takedown presents itself, he'll take it. He's trying to get this inside trip over and over again. The reason it's not working is because he's not draping his body over to the overhook side.
Adesanya will continue to switch stances on you. He says when you're not a confident striker, you force the finish, and he certainly did not force it against Wilkinson. Heavy kick from Vettori.
Nice combo by Vettori to finish with a kick. That's where he'll have the most success. Boxing combinations, finish your combinations with a kick.
Eventually aligned with King's MMA under Rafael Cordero in California.
Good body shot. Caught that kick and threw a nasty liver shot to Vettori.
Big body shot.
Poke him in the eye, huh?
Yeah, just poke him in the eye. I mean, you can't boo somebody for saying, oh, I got poked in the eye when they got poked in the eye.
We remind you the new rules are in effect here tonight. Those fingers have to be pointing to the sky.
Nice body kick by Vettori.
Adesanya able to eat it and fire off a left hand of his own.
This is what Vettori can't do, though. He can't start watching.
Flurry at the end of round 1. UFC President Dana White in the building here tonight. looking on as Israel Adesanya makes his second UFC appearance against Marvin Vettori.
Israel said, you know, we kind of started to cook him in the first round, we fry him in the second. So look for him to pick up the pace.
Adesanya just pull the hit, pull it right over, right up past his butt, like a pair of pants, and then just slide him right up, and took away the attempt from Vettori.
You got to mix up these takedowns on guys like this. Most people can defend the initial takedown. You got to give them levels to the wrestling game.
And the footwork is just apparent. That's a big difference. Footwork is huge.
Adesanya beautifully slips the offering from Vettori and lands a flush right.
He's still in the fight, but him backing up and watching is not going to be to his benefit. Adesanya has to be careful doing that, though. It takes one real hard check from Vettori, and he'll stop throwing that kick because he's throwing it so low.
Good right hand.
He's got some respect, too. If Vettori didn't respect him before the fight, he respects him now.
That was elbow. Yeah. That was legal, and he thought it was illegal.
Adesanya starting to showboat a little bit.
Vettori needs to get...
Adesanya also, as he lands the spinning attack there, at least partially draws high praise for his cardio. So if we do hit that third and final round, prevailing wisdom is that Adesanya would have that as an advantage.
This is a result of Adesanya's feints adding up. He fakes and then comes over the top when the guard drops with an elbow. Beautiful timing by Adesanya, and he set that up.
Right now, you see Vettori, he's got to go in kill mode. He could be down 2 rounds. Now he's going desperate for the takedown. Vettori's past the half guard. I see him maybe passing to Mount in a minute, and it could be disastrous for Adesanya. Let's see the ground game. Let's see what he's got, because I'll be honest, so far, it looks like he doesn't have much.
He needs to be advanced in position. It's too difficult to secure the takedown. Look at that. Now he's back up.
So Adesanya worked hard to get back to the canvas here.
That was a lateral drop attempt.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Adesanya once again back to his feet.
I mean, I don't quite agree with the stoppage already, right? They just got back to their feet.
And at least in terms of the significant strikes landed, the unofficial numbers very close. Adesanya 47, Vettori 43 and counting. So for the first time in Israel Adesanya's 13-fight pro mixed martial arts career, he will need to rely on the judges to get his hand raised tonight.
Look at the uppercut of Adesanya right there, shifting out of position. Then from feigning over and over again, he landed an elbow over the top, and he hurt Vettori.
For the winner by split decision, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
His marble head all held up, like you said, but yeah, I don't know. He had better head movement than I anticipated. But yeah, you know, a win's a win, but I'm not happy with it.
Israel Adesanya